and welcome back, my fairies. I am Matsuyorific, and we are back with part 1 of a 3-part video series that I am going to be doing about the Season 5 finale of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. There has been a bit of controversy going on within the fandom these past couple days, and I just wanted to make these videos to talk a little bit about them and give my opinions, my thoughts about, how I interpreted the episode, which might help you to rethink about the episode yourself. Today, we're going to be talking about what Gabriel's wish was, and just who exactly was sitting next to Natalie in the final episode. Now, for those of I've seen a lot of confusion as to what Gabriel's initial wish was versus what he actually wished for at the end. And even though we don't actually get to hear what his wish was, there are enough context clues given to us during the final scene that tell us pretty much exactly what that wish was about. So, let's go ahead and look and get in on this. We'll first talk about what the original wish was. Now, Gabriel was pretty clear, but also kind of vague about what his wish was. When he is fighting Ladybug, he tells her that he is going to wish for himself to be healed, for Natalie and Emilie to be healed, and for Adrien and Kagami to be seen as eternal icons that they will be able to bear witness to. So that basically means that he was planning to revive Natalie and Emilie, heal himself, and make it so that Adrien and Kagami would be in love with each other and be these perfect icons that would fit his view and Tomoe's view of what they would be when they grow up. And he also mentions that he knows that someone else would have to be sacrificed for this. He knows that someone would take on his cataclysm damage. He knows that someone would have to take on Natalie's sickness and Emilie's sickness. And this episode does also pretty much confirm that Natalie and Emilie did fall into a coma. They didn't actually die, which is why Emilie was on that life support before. And why it was so important to Gabriel that she not die, because, getting her out of a coma would, putting someone else in a coma would weigh less heavily on his conscience than knowing that someone else died so that Emilie could die. So that's basically what the wish would have been. His wish would have been to transfer the cataclysm damage and the effects of using the Broken Miraculous onto other people, and to change Adrien and Kagami's feelings so that they would be in love with each other, and not with Felix and Marinette. With Kagami with Felix, Adrien with Marinette. I just realized the order that I put that in was, you guys know what I mean. So anyways, that is what Gabriel's original wish was. But that is not what he ended up wishing for, and that is the key thing to focus on. Marinette talks him down, and I'll try not to get too much into that because that is something I plan on talking about in another video, but Marinette talks him down and makes him realize that, this isn't what's going to make him happy, this won't make Adrien happy, this won't make Emilie happy. In fact, if anything, it would make them absolutely miserable. So he instead makes a wish that would not make them miserable. We don't hear what the actual wish is, but we do get context clues as to what it is, to what it was. So at the end, we see Natalie sitting next to whom we can only assume is either Emilie or Amelie. And that is the next part of what tells us what Gabriel wished for. Now, per the laws of equivalent exchange, in order for one person to be healed, another person would have to be sick. If you heal 2 people, then 2 people get sick. Heal 3, and 3 are sick. So on and so forth. It's equal, it's equivalent. Which means that if Gabriel is only sacrificing himself, he can only save one person. He can either save Emilie or he can save Natalie. Now, in the end, we do see that Gabriel and Emilie both glow, they hug, and then that's the end of the scene. But he can't save her and Natalie. The fact that Natalie is around tells us that the person sitting next to her cannot be Emilie. The person that it actually is Amelie. Now, this has also sparked a bit of confusion within the fandom because the leaked scripts reveal that this person is credited as Emilie and not Amelie. However, we also see Felix here, meaning that, if Felix is here, then why wouldn't Amelie be here? Why would Amelie let her son go to Paris to see his cousin and his newly revived aunt without her? Why would Amelie not go to Paris to visit with her sister, who has been in a coma for over a year? That right there is a clue that is Amelie and not Emilie. Another clue to that fact is her outfit. She is wearing a black swimsuit with pink stripes, and black is the color that is most commonly associated with Amelie. Amelie and Emilie's outfits are basically inverse recolors of each other. Emilie's outfit is white with black trimmings, and Amelie's outfit is black with white trimmings. Amelie is the one who's associated with black. So by giving her a black swimsuit, that is intended to tell the audience that this is Amelie and not Emilie. Now, the other clue behind this is essentially a shower thought, but it's still evidence nonetheless. And that is the fact that Ladybug was successful in hiding the fact that Gabriel was Monarch. There is no way to explain Emilie coming back the day that Monarch was defeated and Gabriel sacrificing himself, quote unquote, without explaining how Emilie is coming. There's no way to explain that without saying that Gabriel was Monarch and that his wish was to bring his wife back. There's no way around that. The only way that Ladybug's story makes any sense is if she does not tell people that, or is if that, the only way it makes sense is for Emilie not to be there. It just doesn't make sense from the perspective of somebody who is not a viewer, from the perspective of somebody who is in the show, somebody who is an actual character in this universe. It would not make any sense for Gabriel not to be Monarch. It would be very easily suspected that Ladybug is lying. So, what did Gabriel wish for? Gabriel's wish was for Emilie to... Sorry. Gabriel's wish was for Natalie to be healed. Gabriel did not have much time left, so Natalie was the person to be saved, while Gabriel was the one to be sacrificed. Gabriel's wish was that he could be with Emilie for eternity, that he and Emilie would never be apart, and that Natalie be left behind to take care of Adrian, and that Adrian be spared the trauma of knowing that his father was the terrorist who traumatized all of his friends and relentlessly attacked Paris over the past year. His wish was that Adrian be spared the scrutiny that comes with being Hawkmoth's son. And I will get into all that in another video, which discusses what would have happened if everyone did know that Gabriel was Monarch. So look forward to that. That is going to be part 2. But that is pretty much the end of this discussion. If you have another theory as to what exactly Gabriel's wish was, then feel free to leave a comment down below. But given the context clues that we get at the end of the episode, they make it pretty clear that Gabriel's wish was for the effects of the Peacock Miraculous to be removed from Natalie and transferred onto him, giving what little time he had left to basically allow Natalie to take care of Adrian and ensure that Adrian would be well taken care of once his parents were no longer around, once his final family member was gone forever. And that was Gabriel's wish. In the end, he turned a wish that was built out of his own greed and distorted desires, and he turned it around into something completely selfless for the sake of Adrian and Natalie, for the 2 people he had left in his life that he truly cared about. His wish was for their sake, and not for his. Well, technically his wish was also for his own sake because he gets to be with Emilie now, but he is dead. There's no way getting around that. He sacrificed himself for the sake of Natalie and Emilie. If you want to know more about what could have happened if he had not made that request to Marinette, and Marinette had actually told everyone, well, Ladybug had told everyone, that Gabriel Agreste was Monarch, then be sure to stick around for part 2, which will be coming out very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos from me. We do all sorts of fun stuff on this channel, including playing video games, we do art, and also sometimes talk about cartoons and anime, so if you enjoy this stuff, then be sure to ring that bell icon to never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I hope you all have a very magical day.